We're all guilty of predictable passwords, pet names, 123 endings, or slight variations of the same word. But what if there's an algorithm that can predict your next password before you even create it? Machine learning systems now analyze millions of breached passwords to spot human patterns. They know that after pass12 becomes ORD123 with scary accuracy. These neural networks can essentially auto-complete your password. The twist? These aren't hacker tools. They're security weapons helping build better password meters and proactive protection. Today, we're diving into how these prediction algorithms work and, most importantly, how you can outsmart them. Ready to stay one step ahead? This is the best video you will encounter today, so let's get into it. Think about the last time you created a new password. Did you use your pet's name, a favorite sports team, or maybe you just added a 123 to the end of a word you use all the time? Do I hear someone say guilty? Yeah, actually, we've all done it. We're all guilty of trying to find that perfect balance between something we can actually remember and something that, won't get our account hacked in 5 minutes. Would you believe it if I told you that there is an algorithm out there that is getting terrifyingly good at predicting that exact password you're about to create? Not your current one. Your next one, the one you haven't even thought of yet. Yes, you are about to have your mind blown away. You might be thinking, okay, cool, but why should I care? My passwords are fine. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're signing up for a new streaming service. You get to the password field and you get a little pop-up that says, hey, this is a weak password. That's good, right? But now imagine a future where that pop-up doesn't just say it's weak. It says, we've analyzed your past password habits and found this new one is 98% predictable to a common guessing algorithm. Please try a different combination. That's the future we're heading towards, and it's born out of a very real, very human problem. The fact is, we're all pretty bad at creating passwords. We're lazy, sometimes. We're forgetful. We're predictable. We choose things that are easy for our brains to store, which unfortunately also makes them easy for a computer to guess. Let's look at some of the all-time worst passwords. I'm talking about the stuff that makes you want to facepalm. Things like 123456, QWERTY, or password. These aren't just funny memes. They're the harsh reality of human behavior. And this is the data that these password prediction algorithms are feasting on. They're not stealing your information. They're studying millions of compromised passwords from data breaches to understand the underlying patterns. Think about your own habits. Do you have a go-to password that you just modify slightly for different sites? Maybe it's yourname123 for a shopping site and yourname456 for an email account. That's a pattern. And for a machine learning algorithm, a pattern is data. And data is a roadmap to a prediction. So how does this actually work? It's all thanks to something called machine learning. Think of it like this. A baby learns what a dog is by seeing hundreds of examples. Big dogs, small dogs, fluffy dogs, short-haired dogs. The baby's brain processes all of those examples and creates a mental model of what a dog is. These password predicting algorithms do the same thing, but instead of dogs, they're looking at passwords. They are fed massive databases of passwords that have been exposed in data breaches. They look for patterns you or I would never see. For example, they'll notice that a huge percentage of people who use a word like monkey as a password will then, on their next password, add a number like monkey123. Or maybe they'll capitalize the first letter to monkey123. Or they'll replace the O with a 0, M0Enki123. These aren't random actions, they're human habits, and they form a pattern. An algorithm can spot these patterns in the blink of an eye. We also have a tendency to use words that are relevant to our lives. Birthdays, anniversaries, names of our kids or pets. An algorithm can take a list of your publicly available information, or even just common names and dates, and use that to create a list of thousands of potential passwords that a person like you is likely to create. It's a shotgun approach, but a surprisingly effective one. But the really advanced algorithms go even deeper. They use something called a neural network, which is a computer system designed to mimic the human brain. Instead of just looking for simple patterns, these neural networks can learn to recognize complex, subtle relationships between characters and words. Let me give you a slightly more technical, but still understandable example. Imagine an algorithm is trained on a massive database of passwords. It learns that if a password starts with J, the next letter is most likely to be an A, O, or U. This is because of common English names like John, James, and Julia. It's not a rule, it's a statistical probability based on what it's read. Now, let's take that concept and scale it up. The neural network can predict the next character in a password based on all the characters that came before it. So it sees pass and it predicts O. It then sees passwo, and it predicts R. You get the idea. It's like a super-powered autocomplete for your password. This is why a simple phrase like password 123 is so easy to guess. Each character is highly predictable based on the characters that came before it. The more random and unpredictable you are, the less effective these algorithms become. A truly random string of letters, numbers, and symbols has no predictable pattern. The neural network has nothing to grab onto, and its predictive power drops to virtually zero. This might sound terrifying, but it's not all doom and gloom. This is actually a good thing. These algorithms weren't designed to be weapons for criminals. They were designed to be tools for the good guys, the security researchers and the developers at major tech companies. Imagine you're building a new app. You need to make sure your users are secure, so you implement a password strength meter. In the past, this was a pretty basic tool. It would check for things like a minimum number of characters, an uppercase letter, and a number. But today, the advanced strength meters are powered by these same algorithms. They're not just checking a list of rules, they're comparing your new password to a massive database of predictable passwords. So when you type in a password, it's not just checking if you have a number. It's checking if the combination of your word and your number is one that a hacker's brute force attack would try first. It's a game of cat and mouse, and the algorithms are the security equivalent of a big, loud, barking watchdog. They're telling the developers, hey, this is a weakness, fix it. This is what we call proactive security. Instead of waiting for a data breach to happen, we're trying to prevent it from the very beginning by making it harder for people to create hackable passwords in the first place. So, with all this talk of algorithms and AI, are we doomed to have to remember a random string of 30 characters for every single account? Absolutely not. This is where we get to the fun part. How do we, as regular people, outsmart the algorithm? It's surprisingly simple. The key is to be unpredictable. First, let's talk about the mindset. Stop thinking of it as a password and start thinking of it as a passphrase. Instead of a single word, use a combination of unrelated words. Something like taco, rain, bike, jazz. It's long, it's complex, and it's completely nonsensical. A human brain can remember that. An algorithm, even a super smart one, has a much harder time guessing it. The data shows that the longer and more random the combination, the exponentially harder it is to crack. Second, embrace technology. This is the ultimate paradox. Use a computer to beat a computer. I'm talking about password managers. I know, it sounds like a pain, but a good password manager is a game changer. It generates super strong, unique, and random passwords for every single one of your accounts. You only have to remember one master password and the manager handles the rest. It's the most secure and honestly, the easiest way to manage your digital life. Third, enable multi-factor authentication, MFA, wherever you can. Even if an algorithm did guess your password, an extra layer of security, like a code sent to your phone, makes it almost impossible for a hacker to get in. And finally, and this is a big one, don't reuse passwords. I know it's tempting, but if one of your accounts is ever compromised in a data breach and you've used that same password on other sites, you've just given hackers the keys to your online world. Don't do it. The world of cybersecurity is constantly evolving. What was secure 5 years ago might not be secure today. The algorithms that predict your next password are a perfect example of this. They're a wake-up call, a reminder that we can't be complacent. But they're also a powerful tool for good, pushing us all to be more mindful of our digital security. It's about understanding the game so you can play it better. So, what are you going to do right now? Are you going to keep using that same predictable password, or are you going to take a few minutes to update your most important accounts? The choice is yours. We have a video that shows you how to create strong and unpredictable passwords. You can find the link in the description. If you're looking for more hands-on support, you can also request a free consultation with our experts who are ready to guide you. Or if you'd rather see how Telarus AI agent works in real time, visit us at telarus.com to request a demo of our expert AI agents. We are always ready to help you strengthen your cybersecurity defenses by watching out for threats that can impact you or your businesses negatively. Visit us now at telarus.com. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel out and tells me you want more content like this. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things tech and cybersecurity, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever been told your password was weak? What's the weirdest password you've ever had? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.